called the color of space.
Color from
Yeah.
space.
Color from
The color from space.
Yeah, that's our movie that we'll be reviewing, and let's get right into it. Okay, so basically, The Color of Space is your not average horror movie, and
Ecological.
yeah, it's more like a psychological thing. And I noticed there's another character in that movie that actually does escape, and I'm not talking about the character that we weren't expecting. I'm talking about the horse, because that ran away, and it didn't die, even though it was possessed.
Wasn't direct
It was
exact
the horse.
contact
The
with
horse. The horse was the spy.
No, the horse was the same as the family. It had the color in its body, but it wasn't.
You see, horses are just goated like that.
Yeah.
I can already tell we need ads if we're ever going to do this again.
Right.
Yeah, that's why you don't do movies you suggest.
This should be like in bloopers. We should make bloopers.
The
Bloopers.
Podcast bloopers.
podcast bloopers. We'll probably continue doing this and just ask. I'm gonna try and ask guys, hey, can you come? I can't do next week because that's our next movie night. And I'm like,
So we'll find
Next
another
movie
time to
night.
do it. Don't
We
worry.
have 10 seconds. Wrap this up.
All right.
Oh, we have 10 seconds. All right. So
5, 4,
I think it was
Movie
a really
ended
good
the
movie,
end.
and
2,
yeah, I am
1.
out.
All right.
Movie
time
ended
is up.
the end.
That was 2 minutes.
The movie questioned my sanity on reality and time, and my mentality on the whole thing of what the hell just did I watch.
Nut.
Who nutted?
Well, hold on, Kyle. No, hold on. Why do you want to know that?
Oh, I'm just curious. It's known at
I'll have
November. Like
summon
to
me.
know who failed.
Oh, the only person that managed to survive, and I agree with Az, after what happened, what they went through to survive, death would have been a lot more friendlier than what they had been through. If I was in that guy's shoes, I would have lost my sense. I would just be like,
Would have lost your marbles.
Prayed for death.
yeah, I've been like
Sweet
one of those
embrace.
in like those hospitals
Fucking
meant
rat
for
system.
people called for like who are
Asylums.
yeah, asylums, pretty much. That's where I would
Mm.
be if I was that person.
Arkham Asylum.
Cause yeah,
For the criminally insane.
not
Do
So
it.
why would you do that specifically if you were wearing his shoes? Like, why not? Why not anyone else's shoes?
Because he's the only other person who saw the things happen. Who else saw it? About no one else, because they weren't in the area. I believe that's why it's his shoes only.
yeah, it'd be
Because the horses also don't wear shoes.
it
But
would
then why is she wearing his shoes? Why not she not? I don't know.
I just said
I'm-
horses don't wear shoes.
I'm saying like
Yes, they
if
do.
I was
Have
in,
horseshoes.
if I was in that guy's place of what happened to him. So yeah, this is gonna be pure spoilers right now for the movie. If you don't know it, go find it. Go find The Color of Space. Brilliant movie, great to watch on Halloween. Try watching at night time. I did, and I'm like,
Alone.
yeah. But yeah, it's a great movie. Anyway, pretty much this movie is based on a color that no human can comprehend. And what the director did, he got this one color and made different shades of it.
Color that changes every frame.
Color every frame, and it goes so fast that your brain take whatever color your brain registers. That's what color you see, and we all saw.
I see pink. She saw purple. Made
And-
no sense.
And Josh saw red and violet, and we are all
How
correct.
did you see red?
We
I
are
saw
all
red.
correct. We are all correct that all those colors that we see, that is actually all correct. whatever our brains function differently, so people see different things when they watch that movie. So you can say, "Oh, I saw pink," or "I saw purple,"
I
or
saw neon green.
I saw green. Yeah, it could be whatever your brain.
I saw blurple.
It could be whatever
Ah, yes,
your
blurple, my
brain
favorite fruit.
registers first. So whatever color you see in that movie, you are correct. Yeah.
Unless it's not.
Everybody wins.
There.
And yeah. Anyway.
Imagine someone just. Well, imagine there was no color. It's just flat color, like black. There was no color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. See? The
What if someone
no
saw a
color
face in
from
it?
space.
The what? What if
Huh?
what?
So what if someone saw a face in it, but nobody else saw a face?
Well,
And they think
I
they've gone
swear
well,
mad.
then they have a problem. They need to go to hospital.
Well, I swear
Yes.
it's like later on in the movie when the TV and computer act up because it's messing with electricity. I swear I see something in there, like a bean or something. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
heck?
as told us about that because I saw something. It looked like an angel on TV, but it was actually something else. Something from Lovecraft or something about a lazy deity or something. I don't know.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
no,
that's what
no.
this movie is pretty much based around. It's based on the Lovecraft.
Oh yeah, well, he specialized in the psychological terror.
But yeah, this color that was in the asteroid, it's the color, by the way, that is the villain. It's not an entity, it's just a color. And
is
but is a color. Yeah,
is
is a color. But yeah, it crash lands and goes into the earth, and everyone that it was made contact
saw
and
directly,
or even indirectly are
mainly
screwed.
directly.
Are screwed. They are.
This sounds really familiar.
Because
They
it's
are.
Lovecraft.
Yeah.
That's why.
For some reason, my brain went to the orb of confusion from SpongeBob.
Hmm.
No idea why.
But yeah, it's a gradual thing. The first thing to happen is these flowers and red flowers in the ground, and then the grass turns purple, and there's like purple. Well, I saw a lot.
It changes to the color
of
that you see, not specific.
yeah, it changes to the color of the
Thing.
the color, and then it goes from confusing to creepy, because then the only person that actually was aware of what the heck was going on is like this hippie guy.
Hippie man, dude. Hi, dude.
The
Yeah.
hippies always know.
Yeah, and he
They see things all the
Played by
time.
Tommy
Colors are their
Shaw.
favorite.
yeah, and
No way.
his
Yeah,
name
wait.
for his
He-
cat is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Hey, J Spot.
Yeah, G-spot, and I'm like,
Man, these colors, man. Let me tell you about these colors, man.
Yeah, dude, look at the sky.
yeah,
I'm sorry. Did he name
I
his
mean,
cat
clouds are like
G-Spot?
cotton candy,
yes,
man.
Yeah, his cat was named G Spot. He got a putty cat, except with S's instead of D's.
Give him a pet.
And boom, that's funny name.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's the one that was
Give my pussy a rub, man.
that no.
Okay. All right.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Hey, it's a cat, dude. Get your mind out of the gutter,
Yeah. Like,
dude.
that's what it's from, man. You're sick in the head, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Alright,
You're kind of sus.
we have an imposter.
My imposter name might start with a trademark. Dude, get with the
That's
sky.
offensive. That's
Yeah.
offensive with my name.
The
Well, too bad. Get with the times.
Yeah,
No.
Hippies.
the hippie explains about how the color
It's in the ground.
is in the ground, it's in the water, it's in the air, and
It's everywhere, man.
yeah, it's
Part of you
everywhere.
now.
And throughout the film, you can
With the flow.
I can hear. I don't know if you guys heard it, like this very high pitched noise, like a like that.
Whistling or something?
Yeah, something like that. It was very high pitch.
It's not really that high pitch.
It was for me. I was like, oh, what is that?
It was higher pitch in whistling because you can go from a lower whistle to a higher whistle. But when I think of high pitch, I think of like a high pitch where old people can't hear it. That's what I think of high pitch.
No, it's like
Oh, like
higher
a really high frequency,
Yeah,
not like where dogs
like a
turn
dog
it.
whistle.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that. That's what I think of like high pitch.
Not like that, but it's like you know when you get like a ringing in your ear. It's sort of-
Tinnitus
Oh yeah, when like a flashbang goes off or a grenade
or
or something.
tinnitus
yeah, or a firework goes off and you get that ring in
or
your ear.
tinnitus.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But
I've never been that close to a firework to have that happen.
no,
Oh,
it's like
let me just put this next to my ear. Let's see.
Yeah.
no, I meant like not like very very close, but when you go like to watch fireworks, even at a safe distance, like the loud boom, your ears can still ring.
Oh, that can
Yeah,
sometimes
I don't
happen, I
get
guess.
that. I don't get that.
I don't imagine it happens.
But yeah, you get like I heard that like sort of high pitched sort of ringing, and I was like, what is that? And apparently it's the color, and yeah, the color is like messing with the water, time,
The nature, man.
and nature, and then things go creepy because
Ocean.
the first thing that we notice is the fact that everyone was slowly starting to change. Like the mum cut off her finger.
Their personalities
Yeah,
changed.
personalities changed. The mum was like
More careless.
chopping up the carrots, and she kept on chopping and chopping and chopping, and she cut off her fingers.
Became more careless.
That actually really freaks me out when people the concept of people and their personalities just change so they're unrecognizable. That actually makes me feel very, very anxious.
It's
Like
a
something's
gradual
terribly
thing.
wrong.
It's
Like-
a gradual thing.
Like that personality change I saw is from the beginning. Her mom was worried about her, and then with the carrot scene, she just lost all sense of worries, and it's just click, 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 crunch, crunch. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, then
Oh,
she
that
goes
sounds like-
back. Then she goes back to her original self. Like, why did I do that? Why did I do that?
And then
Ah.
Dad over here is like, he went from calm, chill, and then he's yelling
Then he goes back to calm.
and chill,
And
chilling.
the boy, the little boy, he's the only one that saw the
Who
light
saw the color?
directly.
Kids always know.
Yeah, well, he was like making like whistling to it because it was in the well, and
It's like, it's my friend.
yeah, and then and then we see its first change where it produced a praying mantis that had like
Pink. It was
scro-
very pink. Or
yeah, it
colored. Very colored.
It was pinky purple. I will agree with that. It did look pink.
Very colored.
Yeah, very pink.
Say that word.
It had like
Too bad it's very colored. Deal with it. It's 2020.
yeah, it had like spider.
Yeah, that's why
eyes.
you shouldn't say that word.
Well, too bad. Deal with it.
Yeah,
Very
it had that praying mantis
Edge
had
Lord.
spider eyes, a scorpion's tail, butterfly wings, and what else did it have?
I don't know. You could scroll up in the chat and see what Az typed.
Yeah.
All I have to do is go to yesterday at said time when we were watching it. Let's see. Scrolling.
Az should have just pre-recorded what he's going to say, and then we could have played it.
No, we were
Oh,
watching
well.
No.
the movie at the time, so
Scroll very far. Keep going.
He
gotta
couldn't have
scroll.
known how we would say things.
yeah.
I gotta keep
Oh,
scrolling.
he would have.
Yeah, he knows.
He is the king.
Okay. Oh yeah, you have to go real far.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm like,
Scrolling,
okay.
scrolling.
Let's see. I might have passed. Did I pass it? I don't know.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. Did you pass it or did I pass it?
Predator. Oh yeah, I did pass it. With butterfly wings, tongues, and a scorpion/earwig tail.
yeah, and
Ew.
Praying
spiders.
mantis body.
Ew.
Yeah, praying mantis body like a butterfly, and I swear I saw like spider's eyes because they're like 8 eyes, and I was like, ooh.
Or it could just simply mutate it and be like bubble.
Yeah, that was the sign that something wasn't quite right, and then it gradually becomes
Who you gonna
worse.
call? Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's a gradual thing, but you start to sense that something is definitely not right, because then there's more of those weird flowers. The grass starts to change color. The trees, like the ivy around the trees, start to change color. And then the alpacas start acting weird by eating those flowers. And then we get our first jump scare, which is a mutated G-spot.
Oh, the cat. I was going to say, context was not there.
Yeah, dude, you should have remembered about the cat, man.
Yeah,
Dude.
Man, I don't remember anything so good no more, man.
yeah, the mum and dad come back from the hospital. They drive, and you get your first glimpse of a mutated cat. It's like
G-spot.
yeah, and I was like, "Ugh." It's pretty much like a giant, humongous.
It was basically a naked Siamese cat.
Yeah, but huge, and a lot more creepier.
It was actually the same size to me.
Was it Beerus from Dragon Ball Super? Did he come to beat you up and
Oh,
destroy your
God.
planet?
It did. It did look like Beerus, but it
Give me
was,
some delicacies or I'll destroy you.
yeah, but it was just like an ordinary cat, just creepy. And then it gets worse as the movie progresses. The sister and the younger brother hear something in the barn. They go in it, and you see what only I could describe is the chimera scene that you see in Full Metal Alchemists.
The homunculus.
Yeah, no, it's chimera.
Just
Oh,
a
God.
just a mass of a bunch of alpacas together. So you have multiple heads, multiple legs, and it's a really thick boy.
Yeah.
Are they still fluffy?
No, they're bald.
No, they're bald.
Oh,
And red.
no.
They,
Oh, no.
there's no fur. And then the light
No.
comes out. The two brothers run out. The mum comes and hugs the son, like the youngest son.
And then they go
the light,
confirmed.
the
Controlled.
light hits them, and they pretty much
Merge.
get deconstructed and reconstructed into one. And the sound that they're
Oh, dear.
making, it was
The child just goes through the mom.
no,
It became
like,
one.
yeah, it became one in a very, very horrific way, and the way that that sounded, because they were like in constant pain, because their bodies and everything was fusing together. I was like, oh God.
Yeah,
It's
basically, in another thing, is as said, like, after I said this, just shoot them, put them out of their misery. He's like, a sane person would do that. They haven't done that.
They did not, because the entity was, the color has changed, altered them, screwed them over, and there's like this mist, and it's the same color as the color.
Fog.
Yeah, the fog. It drains the car batteries, and apparently, I don't know why, sunlight burns.
Burns the flesh of the combined monsters.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're like vampires now. And then the dad goes out, grabs a shotgun, and he shoots the alpaca
Monsters.
the alpaca abomination.
Homunculus.
Yeah, alpaca
Mass. Alpaca mass.
alpaca mass.
I'll pack this in with my shotgun.
Chimera. I want to say chimera more than a homunculus, because it's not humanoid. It's more.
I want
like,
to say alpaca mass because it looks like a massive alpaca.
yeah, that's what it pretty much is. Is just a melted merge of alpacas that is creepy and wrong. He shoots it, and then he goes upstairs, and he says to his daughter and son, like, leave. And we're thinking, oh my God, is he gonna, do the deed? Kill his wife and son? But then he does not and kisses her, and I'm like, ew.
I have no idea what just happened.
Yeah, and then the daughter and son try to leave, and on their horse, and the horse runs away. And there's this other cat, the sheriff, and this what is he?
Hydrologist.
Yeah, hydrologist that you see in the first part of the movie.
What's a
Wait, he's black.
hydrologist?
It's someone who studies water.
Yes, the study of water. Hydrology.
Oh, of
study water.
course. Yeah.
Ology study.
Yeah.
Hydro, water.
Yeah.
Study of water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Also,
he's the
horror
one.
movie. He's black. They usually die. Stereotype.
Yeah. Anyway, they come to the house, and the dad has pretty much lost his mind because of the color.
The stuff.
Yeah, and then he locks his daughter in with his mom and says like, "Feed your mother," and she is this creepy spider bit thing that is just like wrong, and I'm like, what the fuck? And
What the
then
flip?
yeah, it's just pretty much like you're like So yeah, and then the sheriff and the hydrologist come in. They save the daughter, and the mum gets shot. We thought like the sheriff did it, but nope, the dad did it. And then he shoots his son because he's still alive. The merge, and they try to leave when you see the color come out the well, and like the dad looked like he was going to shoot the hydrologist, so the sheriff shot him, and the color went away because it was scared by the gunfire.
Scream of the daughter.
Scream of the daughter, or the gunfire. Could have been either, or both.
I said it was a scream.
Okay. I thought it was because of the gunfire.
Well, I'd expect from the scream.
Okay.
Because scream lasted longer.
Yeah. So yeah, they go, and then the sheriff and hydrologist go find the hippie, and then you see the hippie's like all
Basically dead.
dead and being killed on the inside, and his voice explains about the whole entity, about it comes from space. It does not know our Earth, it only knows its planet, so it's trying to change everything on Earth to its planet. It is not doing it because it wants to, it's just doing it just cause.
It's the only thing it knows to do.
Yeah, it's the only thing it knows to do. So, like, everything that's been happening is because that's the color has been doing it because that's what it knows. It's doing what it knows. It's not doing it for a reason, it's just doing it because it knows it. And then, like, the trees come alive, kill the sheriff, and then the daughter is, like, looking at the color again. And then we get to see what its planet looks like and all that jazz, and then the daughter becomes one with the color, and the
And it got Thanos snapped.
Yeah, got Thanos snapped. The whole family got Thanos snapped, and then the hydrologist is the only one alive. Runs inside the house and glitches through time. Well, that's what
I thought he went into the wine cellar.
No, he does, but
he did go in the wine cellar.
Yeah, but he goes in the house. He goes inside the house first, and that's where he glitches in time and sees the whole family. But they're the color. Then he goes into the wine cellar, he locks himself in, and then the color gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and then the whole place gets nuked. Like, it's pretty much where an A-bomb looked like an A-bomb had landed, because there was nothing but white and ash, and I was like, oh my god,
the black man became white.
It was covered in ash, and the whole place was just white, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not seeing purple anymore, it's white. Ha ha ha, it's so nice to not see purple. but the thing was still in the water, and it ends.
They still built the dam.
Yeah, they still built the dam, and now it's in the water, and the guy was like saying, "But I'll never drink it." And then it goes on to describe about the color of space, and that was the ending credits. So yeah, it's just pretty much a movie that is based on
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft and mental horror. Not like a jump. There are a few jump scare horror, but it's more of
Less Five Nights at Freddy's, more Silent Hill.
yeah, it's more of a mental horror. Like you feel like your
Mm.
brain's registering something's not quite right, but you don't know why. And then when you finally watch through the end, then you understand as to why you feel like that, and it made you feel more unease because you question about like, what did I just watch? You question everything.
Mm.
Yeah, that was our movie, and probably do some more greater detail once we get as on here. This is just gonna be like bloopers.
Wacky.
To the first pause, and y'all talked for so long, I fell asleep, and for the rest of it.
Right, he accidentally pressed start, so here we go. We just started up with Josh
Hmm.
saying him fell asleep in the movie.
Well then, that's, you know what, that is perfectly okay. I can make do with a bad situation.
Alright, yes, do you wanna...
So let me just get this straight. You essentially did a movie review, and your only real member didn't even watch the movie.
Well, me and Cameron were telling the rest, but I was like,
This is the kind of hard-hitting professionalism that you could expect here at the Sweetie Club.
What professionalism? I am me.
yeah, I tried my best to describe the movie as best I can, but I'm like, I really need Az here because he's the only one who knows the movie better than me, and I tried to describe it to the best of my abilities, but it's so bad. So we did like
The
bloopers.
The best way to describe the color out of space, other than the greatest thing that Nicolas Cage has ever acted in, bar none, is
Color whack.
you have to go and see it for yourself.
That's a great explanation.
There's no right or proper way to really explain it because it's that kind of movie.
Yeah, I did
Like-
explain that each of us saw different colors, and to explain that we're all correct.
Yeah. It's purposely set up to where everyone's gonna take something different away from it their first time watching. But the general consensus of it is meteorite falls down, meteorite infects land with color, color no do good.
Color evil, but tasty.
No, it's the exact opposite of tasty. Don't you remember when he had all those giant fruits and vegetables that tasted like shit?
Yeah.
Tasty.
Just 'cause
Oh,
Ready?
no, wait. You fell asleep.
No,
I didn't fall asleep.
that was Josh.
Oh. Oh,
I watched
am.
the entire movie.
Yeah,
I
watched
am
the
so
entire movie.
sorry. Your voices sound so fucking similar over my audio.
Would
I,
you
I
prefer me to
apologize.
speak as Kermit the Frog? Would this help the differentiations of me and him? Like Scoob, I don't know what you mean. I'm not him, but he's not me.
Unos Mementos.
I don't know what that. I don't know what Mentos is.
Mentoast?
Uh,
Man, I'm trying to form a response, and I just can't.
I don't know what minty toast is.
Minty toast?
Minty toast. Minty toast.
Look at this. I'm putting basically a musical joke in chat room.
I don't get it.
Spinal chords. Chords. Let me just grab my piano real quick.
Oh god, no.
No, I'm
Oh.
just gonna play C G E. I know it's C E G. What, did I say C G E?
Yes.
Yes.
But it's C E G. Let's see. Okay. That's a chord. C E G. It's a spinal cord. Get it now?
Yeah, I think I got it. Okay. No more of that piano. Why is it when we were actually doing the actual podcast, you did not play the piano, and then when we're doing it, you're playing your piano?
Who's playing whose piano?
You weren't playing the piano the
You're
first
playing
time.
your
with
piano.
us.
I did remember playing the piano,
No, you didn't.
but very rarely.
Oh,
Because
he's
I
playing
wasn't
a
on
spinal
it.
cord. He's playing a spinal cord, not a piano.
No, I'm playing a
Okay.
keyboard. Get it right, dude. It's a digital string instrument.
Not even. You were still playing a spinal cord. You have ripped someone's cords out. I don't even know how you managed to do it. Who did you hire?
Yes.
T-pose over all of
I
you.
hired Soldier.
Alright, Az, do you wanna? Shall we get back to focusing on the movie?
So
Is
the
it
color out of space, right?
Yes, please. Let's go
I hit my
back.
ceiling.
Let's go back to the movie before I mute everyone, just so you can talk.
Now, I haven't done as much research into the actual like filming and production of this movie as I've done with some of the other ones we've watched.
Uh-huh.
So I can't sit here and make any claims on the budget or like what kind of struggles they had to go through making it. What I do know is, as a huge prior fan of Lovecraft going into the movie, I personally thought it was extremely loyal to the source material, which for Lovecraft fans, usually that's the biggest thing you're looking for in any kind of media based off of his work. I would argue, if anyone who happens to listen to this at some point has seen it, Herbert West's Reanimator.
I proceed to
That's
T-pose over
another.
all of you.
Shush.
Herbert West Reanimator is another really good Lovecraft movie inspired by, again, the book of the same name, which probably next year at some point, around next Halloween. We're probably going to
I proceed
schedule
to
that one
T-pose
on for
over
a
all of
movie
you.
night.
I found some details as on Wiki, so I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but yeah, with the movie was released, screening previews 22nd of January. The film was released in
Little did they know
81
they had a
theaters
narrator
in the
their
United
corner.
States on the 24th of January 2020. With the preview as the first weekend box office, the film grossed $358,154 over the 4 days. And apparently it holds an approval rating of 86%, base of 176 views, an average rating of 6.71/10. Don't know what that means.
6.71 out of 10,
Mm-hmm.
which means it's above average, which is fair.
Who's above average?
The
I proceed to T-pose over
color
Not
out of
you.
space. And let's see. A welcome return for the director Richard Stanley.
Oop, I
Color
gotta
of
go.
Space mixes
Oh,
the top
my
beam
T-pose is better than your T-pose.
movie
I gotta
pulp
go.
with
I
visually
gotta
alluring
go. It's 3:15.
Lovecraftian
Or
horror and a
3:16. I
dozen
gotta go.
gonzo
See you later, guys.
Nicolas Cage.
Oof.
Later.
But
See ya. Oh, I said it too late.
yeah, it goes on about
Continue, Becky.
yeah, it's saying more about Chris I can't read. Bunbury from Arrow in the Head rated the film a score of 7 out of 10, praising the film's performance, visual styles, and effects, while nothing the film's length. Bunbury summarized the review by writing, while it's maybe a touch slow and arty for hardcore horror fans, Color Out of Space is still a handy comeback from Rich Stanley, who hasn't lost a beat. And apparently he's got quite a lot of reviews from different critics and a lot of different
So it got mixed reviews.
yeah, got like from Denise Harvey from Fighter. He gave the film the mostly positive review. Nothing the film uneven tone, full bore climax and cages are curse my dyslexia. I can't for the love. Hang on, I'm gonna try and share my screen just so you can all see this.
Watch the frames drop.
Alright, here's the review right
Oh,
here.
the frame.
Watch the frames drop on this still image.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Well, not when she's scrolling, dude. Phone go burr.
But yeah, soundtrack was composed by Colin Steston. Waxwork Records released the soundtrack on a single LP in 2020 in collaboration with Millen Records. Oh, apparently, Richard Stanley's mother was a fan of the H.P. Lovecraft thing, and she read Lovecraft works to Stanley when he was young, and even read The Color Out of Space, which has always been a part of his psychological makeup. Ooh, then she suffered cancer. It was intently announced the project in 2013, showcasing proof of concept trailer online. September 2015, it was announced SpectraVision would be producing the film with a project start date of early 2016. After many delays, it was announced December 2018 that Nicolas Cage is signed to play the lead role, and filming will begin in the early 2019. Co-presenter producers SpectraVision and ACE Pictures. In January 2019, the production announced additional cast members, including the stars Jolie Richardson, Tommy Chong, Elliot Knight, Gillian Hilliard, and I cannot for the life of me read that one. The film took place in Portugal in February 2019. So yeah, it was announced in 2013. It was delayed for about 6 years. Oof.
You know, for a movie that got delayed for 6 years, it's still pretty good.
So basically, it's the movie version of Cyberpunk
A book?
2077.
No, because Cyberpunk 2077 got delayed by like 1 year.
I know, but it's
Big brain.
The main consensus is that it was also delayed a bunch of times.
It's closer and more appropriate to say it's the movie version of Duke Nukem Forever. Only, you know, we actually enjoy what we got out of it. Sorry for that deep cut to any
It was
Duke
alright.
Nukem fans out there.
I don't even know Duke Nukem. When actually, I think I remember seeing a meme.
It managed to produce a heck of a lot of money within 4 days. That's actually not that bad.
Yeah?
Like over $300,000 within 4 days. Dang.
Well, again, I think I've like made this comment on other episodes, but it's a testament to how much you can accomplish when you actually put in the work and care about what you're doing.
Well,
And don't just rush specifically to get something out on a time limit.
I think he did it in honor of his mum because she introduced him to that at a very young age, and that's what made him want to do it in honor of his mum. He wanted to do it, like not only as a
Yeah.
professional, but as a memory for the person who got him to love it, to get him involved, to get him want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, knowing about that, it makes the movie like a heck of a lot better. You should definitely watch it, but I would highly recommend for those of you who are under the age of 13 not to watch it. Please. It's a horror movie for a reason.
Yeah. I'd definitely say it's a slow burn until about 45 minutes in, and then everything hits the fan.
Yep. It's like a gradual thing, and then once it hits, you're like, ooh. And then it just gets slowly worse and worse and
Are you
worse.
sure it's not fastly worse and worse and worse?
It progresses.
Because considering the way you were saying it's super slow, like a slow burn, then catches an entire forest fire. To me, that sounds like it's that, like, those graphs where they have that slow curve, and then at some point it just spikes up in an instant, but it's a curve.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You
what
mean
I'm
the
thinking.
graphs that are often wrong and misleading because they purposely skew the y-axis? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But for this purpose, it is accurate, from what I'm hearing.
That was more so a deep cut towards another matter entirely. Anyways, God, what was I saying?
Yes.
What was I gonna say?
No.
Fuck.
Memus.
No. It's Beepus.
You
No.
mean blip?
No, it's
blep,
Beppis. No, it's
Blep.
Beppis.
No, it's bleb.
blep,
It's
Bleb.
Beppis.
Bleb.
Beppis.
Bleb.
blep,
Beppis.
blep, 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 blep,
As
blep,
he is
Oh,
a
blep,
heretic,
Beppis.
shall I execute him?
Execute Order 66. Do it. Yeah, screw it. Palpatine, what do we do with all this day old meat? Do it.
Do it.
Hey, I've watched Game Grumps before. You can't just steal their jokes. That's another Game Grumps joke. Screw you.
It's another Game Grumps reference, dude. You should know it.
Well, I don't.
Clubs. Clubs.
U is spelled E. No, U is spelled E-Y-E.
Maybe I should go to the anime club. Clubs. I don't want to join your club. Clubs. Think about clubs.
Guys.
Let's see if I can find a GIF of it.
As you got anything to say?
Yeah.
Controversial statement.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Hansen's a sexy beast, and Danny Avidan's a bit of a horrible racist.
Ugh.
Now, what evidence do you have that he is a racist?
The fucking Armenian thing that he kept doing during Sonic Adventure. I rest my case.
I don't know what you're talking about. I honestly don't.
So when they played Sonic Adventure, he instantly, like when they started playing as Big the Cat, for no reason, utterly unprovoked, he instantly made Big the Cat fucking racist. And every chance he got, he'd talk as Big the Cat and be like, yeah, I'm going to get Froggy. Away from those fucking dirty Armenians.
Oh no.
And every time he said it, he'd start laughing and then say, not saying anything bad about our Armenian fans. Like, really? Not saying anything bad about the Armenian people that you just said something bad about?
Oof.
I mean, I understand a joke, Danny, but even I know not to single anyone out.
Dang.
You got to use broad strokes. So, I guess it's not really on track with a movie review, but
No.
something that did happen this week. Destiny 2 Beyond Light and Assassin's Creed Valhalla dropped.
We're
And
on track.
Yes.
holy shit!
Well,
That's a reaction.
Okay, so this all relates. This all oddly enough fucking relates. So again, Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Destiny 2 Beyond Light dropped on Monday. No, Tuesday.
Burr.
phone goes brr.
Phone go.
Brr. Anyway, so you were saying about Assassin's Creed, they're doing a Valhalla, so Viking one now?
Yeah, it's Viking.
It's been around. It's been talked about. Love the graphics, dude. On point.
Is it like for what console is it for? Is it like for like your standard
Probably PC or PlayStation.
5 or 4?
Probably 5.
Probably.
I don't know. Because of the graphics.
All
Have
right.
you seen the ad?
Sorry about that.
Mm.
As some of you don't know yet, my laptop doesn't always like to load Discord, so I'm on my phone. And I have an older brother that has absolutely no regard for anyone else's fucking life, so he just, ignores when you say, "Hey, I'm going to be busy for an hour. Don't fucking call me."
And he's calling you. That explains the.
Anyways, yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm currently playing through that, and there's these things in the game called world events, which are basically just random fucking shit you happen across. One of the world events you can get lucky enough to do is an old man screaming to the gods from a cliff ledge. And he's standing there screaming to the gods from this cliff ledge because I guess he wants to throw all of his shit off the cliff.
Makes sense.
As one does. And he hires you to throw his shit off of this cliff. So you pick up all these boxes and chuck it off a cliff. Mind you, I started throwing these boxes off a cliff because I had no idea what the fuck this guy wanted from me.
And
So I just randomly did this world event without even realizing it. And afterwards, the guy just fucking jumps off the cliff. He runs and yeets himself off the cliff while screaming, "Thank you for your help!"
Oh,
Like-
he's moving down. He was moving
What the
down.
fuck?
What?
He was moving downhill.
Why did I waste the 45 seconds throwing his shit off a cliff if he was just gonna yeet himself?
Yes.
I could have taken the shit and just told him I did. Anyways,
You. As you okay?
video game logic, i.e., there usually is none.
It's the same with anime. It has no logic at all.
At least some anime is based in science.
Some anime
Video
is
game
just
logic
characters.
doesn't make sense. Ever.
Headless people.
All anime is emotions, am I wrong?
That's
Some
all TV
anime
shows.
is based in
That depends. There's like some animes, like say Death Note. That's gotta be like one of the first animes I saw where the main character of the anime is not the hero, and you actually want to root against them. It's sort of like a you're pretty much viewing the eyes of the villain, and you're just like
I don't like this. Go away, please, now.
Then when you see the actual hero come along, you cheer for them because you're like, yeah, catch him. And then I don't want to spoil anything in case no one's actually seen it. But
Nope.
you should.
What are we talking about?
Death Note.
Death Note anime.
Oh yeah.
Not the live action one. Although there is a good not the Netflix one, there is a good live action movie. They actually did it very well, and Ryuka's creepy as heck as a CGI animated thing. Shimigami.
Yeah, but
The Netflix one is not
it's
good.
not Willem Dafoe.
No.
Hey, you say everyone says the Netflix one is not good.
I haven't seen it.
I raise them fucking Willem Dafoe as a god of death. That's all you need to know.
Did
All
you
I know is I've
ever-
seen one anime that is decent.
What's that?
Beastars.
Get
No,
the
it
fuck
has
out of my presence, you goddamn furry.
it has good themes. You should watch it before you
Get the
judge it.
fuck out of my presence, you goddamn furry.
Oh my
No.
god, ass.
Someone is very violent against animals. Guess they don't agree with PETA.
I
There is-
don't agree with PETA. I'm not gonna save something that I'm putting on a plate in 4 hours.
Delicious.
There is one anime that I really love seeing, and it's pretty much like your not average typical anime that you would like. But yeah, Death Note is a good anime, and you actually see the actual heroes and you cheer on for them, and as you continue watching the anime, which I sincerely suggest that you do because it is amazing. Go do it, please, because I don't want to
Which
spoil
anime?
Death Note. If you were given has anyone actually seen the movie? Because this question would.
Nope.
Okay, so it's like pretty much
No.
only I would know the answer to this question, so I can't really say. Like, if you found the Death Note, would you use it or would you walk away from it?
Oh, I'd use
I'd
it in a heartbeat.
I'd get bored and just probably put it in a fire. I don't know. I don't have mortal enemies, so
No, it's pretty much
I-
a book where you can. Legit...
I don't have mortal enemies either, but there are still some people I'd like to see, fucking die.
Yeah.
And,
So,
Steven Spielberg for that horrible Indiana Jones movie, for instance.
which one?
wait,
Oh, the alien one.
Yeah, Crystal Skull.
Yeah, that one was a bad one.
Spielberg and Lucas both deserve their names written down in the Death Note for that one.
yeah, that's actually I believe that was actually the first Indiana Jones I
But
watched.
what about all the movies that they did that were good?
Like Tomb Raider, and
Well, you ever hear that saying, one bad apple spoils the bunch?
Oh,
No, because the
that-
apple doesn't fall far
Indiana
from the tree.
Jones is a bad apple.
really, I like the
Debatable.
movies.
I like the character.
If you watch it as not an Indiana Jones movie and also ignore about 45 solid minutes of actual movie, yeah, it's decent. But nuclear bomb refrigerator and CGI Tarzan LaBeouf,
Yeah, but it's
no
funny.
thank you.
Oh, you mean
Like,
No one needed it.
Crystal Skull? Yes, I agree. That movie, I was like, no, they should have ended it on the third one. Oh God, what was it called?
The Last Crusade.
Yeah,
It was even called The Last Crusade.
Yeah, because Spielberg wanted to finish it from there, but then they were like, "What if we did like an alien thing?" And I'm like, "No, please no."
funny.
Oh yes.
There are some good bits, but most of it is just like, no, just no.
I forgot how much the movie went again, so I have to rewatch it or play the video game.
What's even more like spectacular,
Hmm.
or not really spectacular, but just mind-boggling,
But
is I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Like, I'm about to handle this. I'll be right back.
All right.
okay,
I still don't understand why he's so volatile against the Beastars, dude. It actually has good themes in it.
I don't know. I've never seen that. I
No.
should really.
One of the main characters literally uses her fucking body and sex to get what she wants. No.
And that can happen in real life as well. So, there you go. It doesn't matter if it does that. It's just the show, but it talks about themes and stuff. Did you know you can watch it 6 times in a day if you binge watch it? Midnight to midnight?
So you're telling me that it's perfectly okay to follow somebody who, like, say it's a serial murderer that's had over 15 kills in one single day in an anime, because that could possibly happen in real life.
Could possibly happen. Haven't you heard of a nuke?
I mean, like
I'm
one
not
guy
wrong.
with, like a,
Oh God.
I mean one guy with like a spear or something.
Dude, that's called a Spartan from like Rome or something. Or
Okay.
From
Sparta.
Sparta.
You get what I mean.
From Greece.
Dude. Sparta. They're freaking 300 people versus like 1,000.
This is Sparta. God, that was a good movie.
Down a hole you go.
That was a
Down the
really
hole
great
you-
movie. I love watching
Still haven't
that.
seen it.
300.
Into the hole you go.
Yeah, it's
Huh?
a good movie, but you need to be oh God, what age was it?
Intoxicated?
No, it's a age
High?
limit. No, you have to be like 15 or 18 to watch that movie because it's gore, it's graphic, it's got murder, it's got pretty much a heck of a lot of
Dude,
gore.
I played Doom, dude. Like, what's worse? I've seen gore. It's not that bad.
It's pretty much like decapitation and think of like Hell of a
Hell of a
Husband
Boss?
and Husband Hotel, but you actually get to see all the kills and all the porno stuff and
Dude, I freaking
everything.
watched, what was it called? Starship Trooper. I'm like, this is a decent movie, even though, this scene, but it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
This is fine. House burning down around. This is fine. Person getting their brain sucked out by a big brain worm. It's fine. Have you seen Starship Trooper?
No.
Oh, dude, they have like the most recognizable bugs in the movie. Yeah, a lot of people get like bit in half. Some people melt like in a fiery acid.
Is it like that movie? Oh God, what was it?
Is it like Starship Trooper? Yes, because it is
No.
Starship.
It's oh God, what is it? What is it? It's this it's a horror movie, and I forgot. It's named after this ship. Oh God, I can't remember what it is, but it's quite graphic, and I'm like ew, because they go to like this alien. They find like this
Planet.
alien planet, and they find this being that has the same DNA as humans do.
Hey Becky, look in the chat room real quick. You see the bugs closer, like on the left side of the screen, closer to this camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the bugs that are literally everywhere in Starship Trooper. And also you got bugs that explode, go boom, and people getting cut in half by those mandibles that the bugs have.
Ew.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Yes. Starship Troopers. That movie that could only afford 3 assets.
You blip.
Alrighty.
Blip.
I remember there's this anime where this scientist revive this species that should have stayed dead at terraformers. I'm like, no.
That's
no.
familiar.
Yeah, it's pretty much where these giant sentient cockroaches have a rational hate for humans, and they are fast, smart, indestructible.
Cockroaches are fast.
Yeah, but think of them as like giant humanoid, giant sentient cockroaches. So they're sentient, they're aware, they can fight, they will rip your head off within 5 seconds, and I'm like, why did you bring them back to life, you fool?
I know there's actually a show I've watched that probably had that in it. Let's see.
I didn't know they were brought back to life. I thought they were just like on Mars.
Yeah, they're on Mars, and I remember I haven't watched it. I only like heard about the fact that they hate humans with a passion, and like the scientists brought them back or something because they died out, and then they brought them back, and they have like this never-ending hate for humans, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's good times for everybody.
I like
Yeah.
eating shrimp.
Except for whenever, or for some reason, I mentioned Beastar.
Because there are better ways to illustrate what happens in real life than flat out just making one of your characters a whore. You
mean
don't
very
have to set
promiscuous.
back social movements. You don't have to set back social movements
Remember, it's also based
by
off a manga.
30 fucking years in order to have a compelling series. Had this problem with the manga, have this problem with the anime.
Ugh.
There are better, easier, more stomachable ways to make a character interesting and tragic other than,
What do you mean by
I'm a prey animal and the only time I ever have control over other men is when I fuck them. Like, really? No.
What do you mean
Judy
by
Hopps
stomachal?
had control over people because she had fucking intuition.
What do you mean stomachal?
Stomachable, handleable. People can tolerate it without, being driven to the point of vomiting because all this character wants to do with other people is fuck them to make herself feel better.
So she's
And
pretty much
that's
an
why-
angel dust. She's a female angel dust.
Yeah, and
No,
that's-
because Angel Dust was at least forced into it the first time. She literally just starts having sex so that she can manipulate people.
promiscuous. Also, how do we get to hear from
It's not even promiscuous. Promiscuous people at least do it for their own self-pleasure. She's literally doing it by her own admission to manipulate people and get what she wants out of them. Which, I'm sorry, Cameron, there is
you
no
read too much
defense
into the
for.
show.
That is a fucked up move.
You also read way too much into the show.
Yeah, went
So,
I
you know what
read
that
way too much
means.
into this character flat out saying verbatim, I only have sex with people to manipulate them and get what I want.
Yeah,
How am I
sorry.
looking too far into her word for word admission?
She says it clear as day. I don't think he's reading too into it.
It's been about like a few months since I've watched the show, so I need to rewatch it again.
Yeah, I'm not reading too far into this. That's literally her entire like character trait.
Oh god.
She manipulates people with sex, and they try to make it a tragic, like, oh, feel
Woe is
bad
me.
for this
Woe
character,
is
like,
me.
feel bad for this woman who is doing what men have been falsely accused of doing for fucking generations. No, I'm not getting on board with this, Netflix. I'm not getting on board with the 12-year-olds you want twerking in my face, and I'm not getting on board with the slutty rabbit.
You know, my dad actually watched that movie, but he was like cleaning the house or something so he wasn't even paying attention to the movie itself. I think I'm pretty sure he said it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It's just probably that or something. I forgot.
Alright,
And like,
so
you know the poster
Well,
they had for
unfortunately,
that movie?
I'm never gonna risk like a quality check of it because it's 12-year-olds twerking, which should be enough for anyone to A, never watch it, and B, immediately shoot themselves if they do.
And that's the point of it. Like, places do that. Like there's still human trafficking and stuff like that. They show it there for a reason. Or did. I don't know if they have it. But like the French poster is actually much better than the Netflix poster. Like eesh.
Oh,
Have you
God.
seen the French poster of that show? I believe it was made in France. Was it France?
No.
Let me Google.
No. Ah.
I actually can talk a little bit, at least I think. The director, as far as I know, the director saw some kids dancing on a street or something like that. And somewhere in their thought processes thought, oh, we should make a movie about this.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, but if you're gonna have them dancing like that,
See, this is the
give
original
them an
poster.
appropriate age.
This is the original poster. Or something.
We'll say that's
That's
kind of the thing,
better
though,
poster
was that
than
dancers.
whatever the other side is. Ay, ay, ay.
It's still the same movie no matter what the poster is. The poster in the American version just made it a lot worse.
The Netflix, specifically.
No matter
So it's not
what,
this.
it's
Yikes.
still like
Ugh.
when it was a bunch of bartenders doing it and Coyote Ugly, it was a decent film that had impact. When it's a bunch of fucking kids doing it, it's disgusting.
Mhm.
Pour me a drink, bartender.
There was a thing, I don't remember what movie it was, but the director purposely got just made the kid not be in one of the scenes where there was a lot of blood and gore, and the reasoning was, what was that? The kid was oh god, I'm gonna have to rewatch the video, but the kid was still very, very young, not like 6 years old, of course, but just
10.
possibly. But the kid was still young, and the director purposely took him out of his scene. The reason being, no kid should ever be traumatized just in the making of a film. And
From
I
movie
can't-
review to like review.
No, just period. Just took him out of the movie so that he wouldn't be traumatized by that one scene.
And I know I'm seeming old-fashioned and incredibly reserved with all this, but I want to put it out there. If you're young and you like dancing, by all means, dance. There are dance establishments, there are studios, there are teachers out there. Classical dance, ballet, if you want to do hip hop dancing, go ahead. I don't fucking care. But don't try to sell me a movie about 12-year-olds twerking in order to get cash.
Man, $5 be $5.
Ugh.
I mean, there even more baffling, even more absolutely fucking mind-boggling about this entire situation is the premise is literally fucking Step Up.
Hmm.
I mean, that's it. It's just Step Up. They remade Step Up with a bunch of 12-year-olds and tried to sell it. Let me remind you that Step Up is a movie series that originally introduced the world to Oh Nikki, You're So Fine.
Oh, I remember
Looks like
that
an 80s.
song. That was the 90s.
Step Up is... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that song was like in 90s or something.
Yeah. Step Up was... like... I want to say it was cheerleading or street dancing. It was street dancing.
Yeah, Step Up is a
right?
street. Yeah, it's a street dance.
Yeah. Step Up was street dancing, and it basically starts out the same in every single one of them. There's a misfit who's really good at street dancing on the actual streets. They join a dance crew or a dance academy, a big dance competition, big money. Everyone goes home happy.
Yeah, if I remember, in one of
The
them.
only difference is that they're all college students. So you expect them to dance the way that they do. You expect them to twerk and be provocative.
If I remember, there's one where they work together with ballet dancers. Or something.
Yeah. Step Up to the Streets. That one, they flip the switch and it's a ballet dancer who joins a street crew. But like a movie like that, a premise like that, it works because they're fucking adults.
Mhm.
It doesn't work when it's a 12-year-old doing it.
No, it is not.
The plot, as far as I know, is a kid who comes from who has what is it, like a Muslim mother or something like that, meets the group of cool kids who are trying to do the dances. She teaches them how to dance, and then it just kind of goes on from there.
Oh, so you mean literally just the first fucking Step Up movie, but also 12-year-olds.
Yes.
Again, why did someone feel like that need to be made?
Who in the right mind as a parent would look at the movie script, the movie idea itself, and say, yeah, my 12-year-old daughter is perfectly capable of acting out a scene where she twerks to a camera, and I'm perfectly fine with however many people view this movie.
See, I'm perfectly aware of how fucked up Hollywood parents are. So that's not even the point that I'm going to draw. The point that I'll draw is who's going to watch it?
Pedophiles.
Exactly.
Ew.
I mean, it's such a bold move on Netflix's part. I almost want to say they've officially joined the ranks of a Weinstein company, but I feel like that's just low-hanging fruit at this point.
Hi, welcome back, Deku.
I'm
talking
done
about
with the
cuties.
testing.
Alright.
That's a lot of tests.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so I have the plot here. And I quote from Wikipedia, just so that you can have the source. And I quote, Amy, an 11-year-old immigrant girl from Senegal, however you say that, lives with her mother Mariam and her two younger brothers in an apartment in one of Paris's poorest neighborhoods. She helplessly witnesses her mother suffer as her polygynous something husband prepares to return with a second wife. She's also bored with Salah and Islamic culture in general that her aunt seeks to impress on her. Things turn swiftly as Amy is fascinated by her disobedient neighbor Angela's twerking clique Cuties, which is in stark contrast to Miriam's religious customs. The preteens practice for a competition and do not hesitate to adopt revealing outfits in the image of their older competitors. Encouraged by success and the quest for recognition on social networks, Amy decides to incorporate sexually suggestive dance moves onto the choreography. Following a humiliation at school, Amy sends a photo of her vulva online, sparking rejection by her classmates. The cuties also banned her from performing with them at the dance contest and replaced her with a former
Hold
member. Yes, fine.
the fuck up. Not only do they have 12-year-olds twerking, they actually have child pornography in this fucking atrocity.
I don't know if it's
quote unquote Amy's actual vulva, but I will say that is still disgusting.
Implied child pornography is just as bad as child pornography. Who the fuck let this on Netflix?
I don't
Agreed.
know. How the heck does
Agreed.
Netflix allow this? That's what I want to know.
That's beyond greed. Like,
That's just plain ill.
I'm always for like separate the work from the artist, but that almost makes me want to cancel my Netflix subscription.
I'm just gonna continue with the plot here if y'all don't mind.
I mean, I doubt it can get any worse from here, but go ahead.
Oh god, I have a feeling it's gonna get worse.
Also, I think it goes without saying, this will never be on a movie night.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
While her father's wedding day corresponds to the finale at Parc de la Villette, French name, she is determined to dance with them and sneaks out of the house. She pushes Yasmin to a canal, and so the cuties have no choice but to allow her to dance with them. The highly suggestive dance routine shocks the audience. I'm not surprised. Suddenly thinking about her mother during the routine, Amy bursts into tears and leaves before their performance ends. Upon her return, she runs into her aunt who blames her for her outfit and recent attitude. Amy's mother intervenes by telling her to leave her daughter alone, then hugs her to reassure her. Amy implores her mother to allow Amy to not attend the wedding in order to demonstrate her disapproval. Amy's mother permits her not to go, but states that she herself must go to fulfill her duty as a wife. Amy then abandons both the traditional wedding dress and sexy dancer's outfit, quote unquote sexy dancer's outfit. I did not read this in advance. And in jeans and a t-shirt, her hair down, goes out to play jump rope with a group of girls. And that's the end.
The end.
Well, I will give the movie this small, very small credit. At least they sort of save themselves in the end with the
There's a happy
whole,
ending.
she finds out like they don't need to dance like that to fit in. I can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Still doesn't save it from the whole, 12-year-olds twerking and implied child pornography.
Yeah, but before we continued on the plot, I was about to say I think that whole vulva thing, I think that's the climax of just how bad this gets. And it thankfully was. Looking at the American Cuties poster, because it's on Wikipedia and I scrolled down just slightly. Who in the hell? Why? Why?
I don't know.
Look, I'm 14. I have next to no maturity on my brain.
Dude.
Yet I somehow have more common sense to not do this kinds of stuff than full-grown adults. Why is that?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe because even I wouldn't watch that movie. I'm just like, no.
I think Az has gone completely silent.
Yeah, I think it's because like we've kind of like gone off topic, and now we're just talking about another
Movie.
movies that.
No, it's I'm
Hmm?
I'm still just fucking flabbergasted over the fact that actually made it
In
on the
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted as well. I would have thought that they would have been like, nope, because that is purely the only people that would watch it are pedophiles, and I'm like, ew.
Okay, so here's the US's political response, still on Wikipedia. And I quote, U.S. Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri informally invited Netflix to discuss the film, quote unquote, before Congress in a tweet. U.S. Senator Mike Lee of Utah sent a letter directly to Netflix CEO Reed Hastings and requested, quote, an explanation on Hastings' views as to whether or not the potential exploitation of minors in this film constitutes criminal behavior. U.S. House Representative Tulsi Gabbard, I don't know if I said that correctly, of Hawaii, explicitly called the film child porn and that it would, quote, whet the appetite of pedophiles and help the fuel of child sex trafficking trade. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz of Texas sent a letter to the Department of Justice to, quote, investigate whether Netflix, its executives, or the filmmakers violated any federal laws against the production and distribution of child pornography. Christine Pelosi, I again still not sure if I said that right, daughter of U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, states that cuties, quote, hypersexualizes girls. Okay, I'm not sure I'm supposed to read that. Hypersexualizes girls my daughter's age, no matter. Oh, okay. Hypersexualizes girls my daughter's age, no doubt to the delight of pedophiles like the ones I prosecuted. Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas and Representative Jared Banks of Indiana also both criticized the film in separate statements, calling for the DOJ to take legal action against Netflix, with Cotton saying, quote, there's no excuse for the sexualization of children, and Netflix's decision to promote the film Cuties is disgusting at best and a serious crime at worst. Representatives Ken Buck of Colorado and Andy Biggs of Arizona also called for the Department of Justice to investigate. The state attorneys general of Ohio, Florida, Louisiana, and Texas have also written a letter to Netflix asking for the removal of the film. Donald Trump Jr., son of President Donald Trump, also condemned the film in a campaign event in Arizona, saying, quote, you know what the left is doing? They're justifying cuties. They're justifying pedophilia. And to avoid getting political, I'm just going to say nothing. I'm just going to say nothing. Here is the indictment. I don't know. On the 23rd of September 2020, Netflix was indicted by frick's sake, how do you say that word?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Indict.
By a grand indict. It's got a C though.
Yeah. It's pronounced indict.
All right, so
The
I
C
was
is
correct.
silent.
Netflix was indicted by a grand jury in Tyler County, Texas, on a charge that it, quote, depicts the lewd exhibition of the genitals or public area of a clothed or particularly or partially clothed child who is younger than 18 years of age, and has no serious literary, artistic, political, or scientific value. In response, Netflix continued to defend the film in a statement saying, Cuties is a social commentary against the sexualization of children. This charge is without merit and we stand by the film. Can I just say that's complete BS? Because if I was against murder, I wouldn't just go out and do a film where we literally murder someone. That's not how you combat that.
No.
Thomas Leatherbury, I think, director of the First Amendment Clinic at Southern Methodist University, I'm not sure if I said that word correctly, said the indictment was an unusual test case, adding that it's quote unquote troubling that there is, quote, criminal charge related to the First Amendment activity, particularly expressive activity like a movie. The Texas-based defense lawyer Paul Saputo called the indictment one of the quote dumbest and most absurd in the state, noting its win at Sundance qualifies the film as having a serious artistic value. Former federal prosecutor Duncan Duncan Levin also stated that the indictment was, quote, more of a culture wars attack than on a sexualized film than a law enforcement issue.
The National Society of Film Critics also spoke out against the indictment, calling it, quote, utterly baseless and, quote, absurd. How it is absurd and calling it a social commentary on child pornography when it is quite literal child pornography in and of itself, you tell me. Basically, you got one side saying it's trying to speak out against child porn and is good because of it, but you also got the side saying, but you got another side saying it's bad because it is child pornography.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it is child pornography.
Yeah. It's literally not okay.
No, it is not.
If I wanted to speak out against rape, I wouldn't make it. I realize that's a touchy subject, but if I wanted to speak out against that, I wouldn't, video record myself doing it.
Yeah.
Much less make a movie on it.
There are better ways. There are, ways to go about it that actually achieve your goal. Like, it's an exploitation film.
I recently
It's
watched.
not
Go ahead.
a commentary at all. It's just fucking exploitation.
With my mother, I kind of slept through it because I was extremely tired again. But me and my family watched the movie Law Abiding Citizen, and I would say that's more a commentary than Cuties because there's some quotes in there that I kind of just like, oh, well, that's
Tonk.
Like there's a in case you don't know, the movie is about a guy who has a wife and a daughter, murdered right before him in a robbery. And when he goes to testify against the two guys in court, the guy that stabbed him, his wife, and killed the child, the guy survived, the wife and child did not. The guy that did both of those things is testifying against the guy that just stole some things off of like some shelves. And that's netting him a lot less prison time than he would have originally gotten. Meanwhile, the guy that just stole some things is now getting death sentenced. He's saying that's BS because the guy that murdered two people is only getting 5 years, and he's calling for more. But the lawyer just says it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove in court. It's that kind of movie. I would say I personally would love to watch that movie again. I found it good for what I saw. That's more of a commentary than Cuties because it's not an actual story.
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing this
It
about.
feels a little weird talking this long too.
Yeah, we've been doing this a little over an hour. We got a movie review in. 2 if you count calling out Netflix for, showing child pornography.
Yeah. Plus a
Anime.
Plus a few animes as well.
Yeah.
It feels so weird talking for as long as I did.
It's because you're not used to it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Imagine talking.
Less. It's less awkward just talking and more just like, oh wait, no, hold on, I'm actually being listened to by people.
I have a dream.
I have a dream that I have more confidence in front of people, but
Yeah.
Oh, Becky.
Oh my god, damn!
What?
I flustered Becky.
Oh, we're going back to Becky? Yay.
It It hadn't happened. It
Oh,
hasn't happened yet,
Becky.
so I have to. Oh, yep, there's Thanku.
Becky's been in here for like a long while. Well,
Yeah, and I haven't
10,
talked, which is
20.
completely abnormal for me.
Oh, do you want to get
Hmm.
some words in?
Question: has Becky been flustered by Deku once? I can't recall.
I think
Yes.
so.
Hmm.
Oh, Becky.
Deku, I assume the words that
No,
you
I think
want
it
to
did,
get
considering the fact she's not talking.
Uh,
Yeah,
Deku,
that's how you know it got her inside.
I'm assuming the words you want to get into the episode is just flustering Becky.
oh no. It's like fluster Becky. That'd be the most common set.
First time I've been in one of these podcasts for a while.
Oh, Becky.
Oh, Becky.
Oh,
Yeah, quite distinguished.
Oh,
Hmm.
hey, there's Az. We got special forces.
Oh,
King
Yeah.
himself. Getting the queen ready for tonight.
Are you prepping the queen for something? Is this a
you're all taking this places it shouldn't go.
Hey, haha.
You know what? I'm okay with it. It's making people uncomfortable. I'm happy.
Hey, Josh, look at this gif. Eyebrows.
Oh, those are some nice eyebrows there.
Eyebrows.
It's a burly man.
Dude, look at the stash. That stash. Very distinguished.
There was a baseball player. What was the name? What was his name? He had the absolute
LeBron
best.
James.
No, that's not. No.
Hey, Deku, I got one of those too. Give me a moment.
well, in that case.
But wait, give me a moment. I'm almost there. Let me just find it real quick. Give me
I had
about.
a picture of just in case, but it's gone. I don't know where it's gone.
Yeah, that's how most of my memes are. How far up do I have to scroll before I find the meme?
Depends on the
You better
meme.
not have the same one as I have.
Probably
Let's
do.
see. No, wait. Give me a moment. I'm almost there. Maybe on the. There it is. Found it.
Anime protagonists get
What the heck are you doing, Az?
Well, on that note,
What do you mean? What the
I heard
heck
like
am I doing?
I heard this
When
really
anime
weird noise. I'm like,
protagonists
where is
start
that
to get
coming
mad.
from? And I saw your
Eh.
icon light up. And I was
Rolly
like, what
fingers.
the?
I'm not doing anything.
I heard like this really weird.
like someone moving on leather.
Yeah.
I found a player.
It might have been my phone, like sliding down my armrest.
Looks like
You tell-
Florida Man has a
Been struck by a
runner-up.
lightning bomb. Oh no! Oh no!
Dude, that's an ominous sign. Don't do that.
Clearly, he was reading the wrong Bible.
I found the guy I was talking about. His name is Rolly Fingers.
He looks like the bad guy to Meet the Robinsons.
It looks like if Mario was a real person in real life.
Do you know what it kind of reminds me of? That
Brad.
But
no, it kind of reminds me of Robbie Rotten.
oh yeah.
Communist Robbie Warren.
From Lazy Town. It's said that that guy died of cancer.
Here's a meme.
Good question. This is mine now.
So, if I remember correctly, the reason why he has this mustache as it is was because of some sort of mustache thing the Padres had at the time, where whoever had the best mustache got some money or something like that. I'm looking now.
Ugh. Shall we finish the podcast from here?
Your fingers have fingertips, but your toes don't have toe tips. Yet you can tiptoe but not tip finger.
Can
What?
can I just finish the rolly fingers bit? And then we can end it.
Fine.
Alright.
If you're gonna end on a no, Becky, I'm just gonna be like, you evil people.
Oh no, I would never do that to you. Or maybe I would.
Here's a wholesome meme.
I know that you had a go as, but you got talked over. Do you want to go again?
What's that?
You had your go, but you got talked over, so I don't think anyone heard you. With the Becky thing.
Dio.
Oh, Becky.
I have my
Everything
icon.
you do is wrong, but you're still talking.
So bad.
Jeez.
It's so bad. Let's see. Hey, this one works good.
Oh, Becky.
Execute Order 69.
Okay, so here's what happened. First day spring training, Reggie Jackson shows up with a beard.
Mm-hmm.
In protest and believing that the athletics management would want Jackson to shave, Fingers and some other players went on without shaving to force Jackson to shave off his beard. Finley, who was the athletics manager at the time, Charles O'Finley, then offered prize money to whoever could grow and maintain the best facial hair until opening day of the main season. Fingers would end up winning that $300 prize.
Oh, dang. You
And
get
I don't mean
paid.
$300 prize as in like, oh, he got something that was worth $300. I made $300 cash.
You got like $300 for just growing a really, really good beard, like mustache.
Dash.
Yeah, I mean, hell, look at it. It's such a good window bar.
It is. Imagine like someone's like, oh hey, I'll give you like 25.
I'll give you this money for that.
I'll give you this money to do this before this
Oh.
date.
Oh, Finley was kind of just like that kind of manager. Like he was a showmaster. He would do a lot of things to sell tickets. And so, he sees an opportunity. People are growing out mustaches. Why not offer a prize to whoever can grow the best one?
Huh.
And obviously the window bar is going to win because who the hell else is going to be able to grow a window bar?
That's stupid.
You're stupid.
I think that'll be.
That's both stupid.
Oh, Becky.
Oh, it duplicated twice. Why can't I see it on my phone? It's weird. Wait. That's so weird.
Yes, I would do that to you, Becky.
God dang you. Alright.
I am evil. I know.
Alright, do you wanna end it with your usual liners?
As two great time travelers once said, be excellent to each other and party on, dude. And as always, we're watching you.